Let's set up our area model. So I'm going to look at my two factors. The first factor is 25, the second factor is 14. First, I'm going to split up 25 based on place value of 20 and 5. Now that 20 and 5 are set up, I'm going to look at my next factor, which is 14. And I know that 14 is made up of 10 and 4. Now my 25 and my 14 factors are set up and I'm ready to multiply. When I'm multiplying in an area model, I always multiply up and over. So that's what the arrows are showing us. So I have 20 times 10 for the first box. In this example, I'm choosing to show 20 times 10 using base 10 blocks. I have 10 different groups of 20. I move to the next box. I go up to 5 and over to 10, so 5 times 10. And I'm going to represent my answer with the ones cubes, showing 10 different groups of 5. So here's our first group. And finally, my 10th group of 5 ones. Now we're ready for the next box. I go up to 20 and over to 4, so my problem is 20 times 4. And I represent it with 4 different groups of 20. And for my last group, I go up to 5 and over to 4, so my problem is 5 times 4. I showed this with 4 different groups of 5 ones cubes. You might have just multiplied to get to these answers, so if you didn't use the base 10 blocks, that's okay. But the next step is to add up all of the partial products to find the total or the final product. 200 plus 50 plus 80 plus 20 equals 350. And that's my final answer. Let's look at the same problem a different way. I still multiply up and over, but now instead of base 10 blocks, I'm going to find the area, or show the area of my answer. 5 times 10 equals 50, so I shaded in 50. In the bottom box, I go up to 20 over to 4. 20 times 4 is 80, so that's what I shaded in. And lastly, up to 5 over to 4. 5 times 4 is 20, so I shaded in 20 boxes. Again, maybe you didn't use these boxes and you just multiplied. That's also okay. Time to add up all of our partial products. 200, 50, 80, and 20. All added together is a total product of 350. For this next problem, let's only look at the multiplication problems. You can set up the top row of your area model with that 13, which is 10 and 3, and your other factor of 24 goes on the left side, 20 and 4. Take a second and see if you can start to fill in the boxes. Remember, up and over for your multiplication problems. See if your multiplication problems match. You should have 10 times 20, 3 times 20, 10 times 4, and 3 times 4 by going up and over to find them. Let's see if our answers match. So far, I have a partial product of 200, 60, 40, and 12. Let's add them all together. When I add them all together, my final product is 312. Try this one on your own. How did you do? Do our answers match? And we have a final product of 465.